John, Jimmy Choux in the mile on Sunday. Firstly, how's he travelled over from Australia?
Yeah, look, he's done well. He's, we had 3 or 4 days when he was just pining a bit in a box on his own, and but there's the Rocket Man and the Irish horse are in the same boat, where that's the quarantine rules, and you just got to deal with it. But he's back on track. He's certainly eating a big feed every night now and day, and he's about 2 kilos off his weight when he left Australia, so we're pretty happy with him.
He's almost proven himself to be bomb-proof. Is that the case? I mean, he's so resilient.
He's a character. He's a very intelligent horse, and yeah, he's just, Jonathan maintains, he reckons in the middle of a race he could sprint 50 metres and then pull him up and just sit him where you wanted. He is very versatile, and he knows the game and he loves the game, and I think it helps a lot when you're travelling horses. He is a colt, and which some seem strange at times, but no, he is bomb-proof, and we're lucky to have him.
I think people probably forget the fact that he is a colt. What have you done with him since he obviously had the run in Australia in the Cox Plate and coming here much?
Yeah, look, he ran in the Emirates Mile handicap conditions. It's probably his only handicap race he's raced in, and be his last too. He's finished a beautiful 4th and giving 4 kilos to each of those horses that beat him home. So, but he needed that run to get to here, which was, that run was 5 weeks ago. He's spelling it or being at a place just out of Melbourne, which has got a paddock for him to play in, and it's kept his natural fitness up, and as well as been able to get out and get a bit of grass. So he's done well. He's been in, he's been in since June as far as work. So he's naturally fit inside, and it's just a matter of ticking him over and keeping him happy. And once again, here we are. This is start number 6 in this campaign, and he's probably just as good as he was for start 1.
We saw him work this morning. What's the plans for him between now and Sunday?
He'll just need a sharp 600, we believe, on Friday. He's just run a nice 1400 there and done 12.5 for the furlong and home at 11.5, just to stretch the old legs really and sustain run. And he's pulled up great. Like Jonathan was really happy, with how he's come through that, and as am I. So just a sharp sprint, and let's see if we can pull a marble tomorrow in the barrier draw and see what happens.
What do you make of the field in this race? It's pretty strong. Beauty Flash, the winner last year, backs up again. Yeah,
look, to be honest, I haven't looked at it. I never do really worry about much. I can't control the other horses. I just worry about my boy, and if I can draw a nice barrier and get a good sit, we'll see what happens. It's tough. We've come a long way, and a lot of the locals are here, and it's always tough. And when Jimmy was racing at home in Hastings in the 3 Group 1s there, he was second fresh up, and then won the next 2, won them well, to be honest. But we were confident because it was on our back door and everyone had to come to us, and it's different here. We've got to come to take the local Hong Kong horses on that are acclimatised and have it their way a wee bit. But we're not scared to have a go, and here we are.
Being that push button type of horse, so he's obviously got the versatility to be able to go back or go forward.
Yeah, he is, and he's won the New Zealand Derby over 2-4, so we know he'll stay. He's got the stamina if we have to, so we can ride him where we want and where it unfolds, and while it'll be nice to get a good barrier draw, Jonathan, he's just ridden this horse every time, just pitch perfect, so he'll do it again, I'm sure, on Sunday, and we'll see what happens.
In your mind, is the mile, is that the perfect trip for him?
I think so, especially here. It's a big mile, like we've said. It's a great. If you did draw wide, there's not too much of a panic. You got to, straight shoot all the way down before that turn. A big roomy track in the home straight, so probably a bit better. That'll suit us good. And I just feel it's the right one. And like I said, we dodge Ambitious Dragon.
He obviously has a liking for the air miles, Jimmy Choux, and flying. Is this something you're thinking about moving forward, more international travel?
For me personally, or for Jimmy? Look, he'll go back after here and spell. He's a nice spell and come back up again for a couple of runs in the autumn. And whether it's Sydney or Melbourne, we're not sure. We'll get through this race, and I'll sit down with the owner and discuss it after that, what his plans are. So, me personally, I've done a few miles this year, and I did a lot when I was playing polo. So I'm a little bit sick of travelling at the moment, but we'll get home and we've got a nice few months off.